She splashed wine on me, as if I was an unwanted blemish in her existence. The red, the chill, it struck my eyes squarely. The room grew cold. Even the waiter winced. Her mother, still chewing, laughed, as if this were a familiar scene from a comedy. "Settle the bill," she snapped, "or this ends now." I rubbed away the sting, peering at her through moistened eyes, using the edge of the napkin. Then I smiled. 3 years ago, I married Alina. Shrewd, graceful, disarming. A woman who could captivate serpents and yet leave you feeling like the one to fear. Reserved by nature, I was a man always weighing odds. She illuminated rooms I preferred to observe from obscurity. Her mother never appreciated me. She claimed I lacked charisma, said I had the vigor of a filing cabinet. Perhaps, but a filing cabinet safeguards all secrets. Things deteriorated gradually. Dinners filled with forced merriment. Excursions where I paid, yet felt like excess baggage. Overheard conversations I wasn't supposed to hear. Charges I hadn't incurred. She'd dismiss it as merely a spa visit, some retail therapy. Each time, I accepted, until I unearthed the second phone in her closet behind an outdated handbag. Locked, yet brash. Messages, photos, reservations, arrangements. All with someone called Jay. Not a friend, but the future she was constructing at my expense. Keep him around long enough to sell the condo. Be cordial at dinner. Only a few months more. It wasn't mere betrayal. It was a calculated strategy. They were stripping me bare. I chose not to confront her yet. Instead, I began crafting my own strategies covertly, like a man honing a blade behind closed doors. First, I altered the passwords of our joint accounts. She thought it was a technical glitch. I pretended ignorance. Then, I withdrew the condo from sale. By law, it was in my name, gifted prior to marriage. She didn't care to read the fine print. I shifted the majority of my savings into a trust fund, unattainable and untouchable. For several weeks, I gathered evidence, screenshots, receipts, and GPS data. When I couldn't find what I was looking for, I hired a private investigator. There was a prenup, which she thought was a joke when she signed it. Ironically, her mother had urged her to sign it for protection. She hadn't realized it was protecting me. Then there was the dinner at an upscale restaurant. Her mother suggested it. She said, to celebrate. I asked what we were celebrating. Alina smirked in response. She always wore red, her power color, her battle paint. The wine was ordered, along with expensive dishes like lobster and steak. Bottles with prices that didn't exist on tags. They laughed, talked over me, treating me as nothing more than the wallet at the table. When the bill arrived, $970 plus gratuity, I put down my fork. Looking at Alina, I declared I wouldn't pay. She blinked. Her mother scoffed. "Don't be absurd," she said. Alina leaned in close, her voice venomous. "Pay the bill, or this ends now." After a moment, she threw the wine. The crowd gasped. Her mother chuckled, smirking. "Good job," she said as I stood up. I extracted an already folded envelope from my coat and placed it on the table. "What's that?" she snarled. I replied, "It's everything." Inside lay a printed dossier containing pictures of her and Jay, emails, financial records, divorce papers, pre-signed, her signature forged using documents from her past. The stroke of every letter was familiar to me. She flicked through the pages, draining color from her face. "What is this?" I explained. "This is how I'm collecting my debt." The manager approached, witnessing the wine and the insults. I provided him with my credit card, dividing the bill equally among us. "She can afford her portion," I stated. He was instructed to inquire about her offshore account in Belize. Her mother's jaw dropped open at this revelation. I turned to her. "Oh, you weren't aware? She used your name to establish it. Identity fraud is a grave offense." Alina's lips quivered. "You can't prove that," she said. "I don't need to." I countered. "All I have to do is report it. Both of them will be required to give their explanations separately." Subsequently, I left. She called, repeatedly, but I never responded. My mother attempted to intimidate me with legal threats until my attorney delivered a folder. It transpired that she wished to conceal her tax problems in court. The condo? Quietly sold. Profits in my possession. The accounts? Frozen for investigation. Jay, it was uncovered, was also married. His spouse took keen interest in the anonymous dossier I submitted. Alina suffered loss of status, wealth, and reputation. All I surrendered was an illusion. They say vengeance is best served cold. Yet, I delivered mine in silence. No uproar, no spectacle, just a statement. A wine glass. Truth as the instrument. Revenge can be an art. And my revenge left no loose ends.